What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to SeaWorld Productions. Happy New Year! 2024 is here, and it's headed our way fast, you guys. Now, look, I'm 32 years old. So these years, these months, these days are continuously going by extremely fast. So I'm expecting this year just to zoom by so quick. And a lot of you guys are out there, have your aspirations, you have your goals set for the year. You know, I honestly am a firm believer of keeping them to yourself, because when you kind of speak them to others and you speak them to existence, I feel like personally, to me, that, you know, it's much harder to achieve and obtain those goals. You know, so I think you just keep your head down, you keep grinding, and you keep working towards whatever those goals you have set for the year of 2024, you guys. But I'm excited to start the year off. You know, obviously I'm really hoping massive big things for the channel moving forward. And, you know, I'm excited to talk some more Marvel, some more DC, some more films. I mean, 2023 was such a wonderful year for movies. I just saw recently The Iron Claw on Sunday, and it is my top film of 2023. Hands down, top film of the year. The most emotional film I've ever seen in my life. It hit me on multiple different levels. If you guys haven't seen The Iron Claw, I highly suggest you watch The Iron Claw. It is such a phenomenal, well-acted, well-performed film of the year. Telling you guys, go watch it. But in today's video, we're going to be talking Marvel. We're going to be talking Kang the Conqueror. Now, we all know that Jonathan Majors is no longer in the Marvel Studios family. He got fired after he was found guilty on 2 cases on his recent trial. So a lot of fans are wondering, well, what's going to happen with the character of Kang? You know, because, you know, Avengers 5 was essentially called the Kang Dynasty, but then they're retitling it Avengers 5. And they ultimately want to know what's going to happen with Kang. I mean, Kang was such a fun character in the Loki series. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium, he was cool, but at the end of the day, he got beat by ants. So that left a lot of sour taste in a lot of the Marvel fans. You can't just have, imagine if Thanos showed up and he got the life beaten out of him, right? And then you don't know where to go from there. Because that's essentially like kind of what happened. Because you're like, you know, why is this Kang so weakened? Why did he get beat by Ant-Man, one of the, you know, weakest Avengers? It just was so ultimately disappointing to me, you guys. So a lot of fans were like really wondering, well, do they plan to recast Kang in the MCU? Like, what's going to happen with that? But according to Daniel RPK, you guys, Colman Domingo is the top choice, or being considered for the recasting of Kang in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I was like, Colman Domingo. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Very charismatic, big broad shoulders, presence is very dominating. Okay, I was like, I can get behind that. I'm like, oh, I'm fine with that. Colman Domingo? I was like, damn. Because there were a lot of fan castings out there were like, well, what's going to happen with Kang? Because Jonathan Majors played every variant of Kang. You know what I mean? He was Kang, he was this Kang, that Kang, Victor Timely. So like, well, what's going to happen? Well, I was like, what if they just switch the script a little bit? What if they just hire a bunch of great black actors to play different variants of Kang? I was like, that could work. Get my boy Denzel to play an older variant of Kang. You know, you have Colman Domingo to play a different variant of Kang, and maybe this can all work out. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, look, Kang is such a unique character, and there are rumors, there are reports stating that, you know, Kang isn't essentially going to be the main big bad villain moving forward. Apparently, he's going to get replaced or knocked off or killed off by the Beyonder. And then going into Avengers Secret Wars, you'll have the whole legacy film and, you know, the different Earths going at it, different dimensions, different multiverses, stuff like that will be happening in Secret Wars. But I was just like, man, Colman Domingo, that would be an interesting choice. I mean, why not? He was just recently in The Color Purple, you know, which a lot of people have loved. But I was like, I can get behind that. I can definitely get behind that kind of recasting for Jonathan Majors as Kang. I mean, like, they essentially kind of have that very same unique, charismatic personality. They really do. And, you know, I'm curious to know if Colman Domingo is up for that, you know, and how he feels, you know, jumping into the MCU as a recasted individual of like Kang, played by Jonathan Majors, and, you know, recently fired, and all that whole drama and how all that stuff can lead to a whole PR nightmare. So how do you feel? How do you like being, you know, in the shoes of Jonathan Majors. You know, do you think you can fulfill the shoes of what Jonathan Majors really established as Kang? Because, like I said, essentially, he did a wonderful job as Kang. He did good. You know, and Avengers, the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars and stuff like that, we have yet to see what was going to come. But from what we saw in Ant-Man 3 and what we saw in Loki, you know, he established a presence. He really did. A powerful presence that, you know, I think Colman Domingo can definitely, you know, put a little bit of extra flair on there and do something quite different and quite unique. You know, especially with the different iterations of Kang that we saw at the very end of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium, like Rama Tut and all the other ones. I forgot their names. Now that I go back and rewatch, I've seen them, like, yikes. I wonder what's going to happen with that. Imagine if they re-edit that whole entire scene and, you know, Colman Domingo is actually casted as Kang and they just, you know, put his face on those different variants. That would be hilarious. But post your comments down below. I'm curious to know you guys' thoughts and opinions on this. Do you think that Colman Domingo is a perfect recasting for Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Especially since it's not going to have that much of a big presence moving forward. Because you think about it, we don't know how many more appearances Kang has within the MCU. You know, Kang hasn't showed up in the What If series. Nothing. He's only showed up in Loki and in Ant-Man. You know, if he was just going to show up for possibly like in a Young Avengers or possibly for Avengers 5 and to be completely replaced by the Beyonder, then by all means, you know, give it to Cole Domingo and let him do, you know, these next 2 films or whatever, or even these next 2 appearances, and we can move on from the character of Kang the Conqueror. But please, post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.